Okay, now I'll be doing the painting and clothing section. First of all, grab your paintbrush, which is located on the toolbar over here, just right there. Just using the brush tool for now. Select any color. You can set your foreground color by here, or you can just choose it from swatches. I find it easier to go here. You can then choose it from color picker. Usually I put it up in the edge, play around with it a little bit. Go blue. You can actually pick anywhere you want to paint it on, so just go for your life. It doesn't actually affect make a new layer. All it does is blends the paint in with the layer. If you want to get rid of it, well, I suggest that you use Control-Alt-Z, because doing an eraser, which is another paintbrush tool, is going to do this, and we don't want that. Okay. So I'm going to get rid of that. Control-Alt-Z a couple of times. Now to the clone stamp tool. Alright? Clone stamp tool. To use this, you get your clone stamp tool, you press Alt on your source. Okay? So your source is what you're going to have, and your destination is where it's going to go. Okay? So let's get my mouth. So Alt click on the edge of my mouth, and how about we'll go over here and we'll just click and drag. There you go. Sexy mouth right there. Anyway, so now that we've got that mouth over there, that's the pretty basic cloning tool. Control-Alt-Z that until it's good, and we'll show you the rest of them. So we've got the spot healing brush. This is used to take away little blemishes. So little dots on the roof there. Just one click usually does it. If there's really big things, or lines and stuff, you usually drag it along it. It does a pretty amazing job at it too. But, you know, it blends in the source pixels, so I can get rid of my thumb this way. It's not very good if I do, but you know, you get the point. It's a very handy tool. Now that was just the spot healing brush. We'll go to the healing brush now. The healing brush is sort of a up version of the cloning brush tool. Use it the same way, so Alt click, and then sort of draw the mouth on right there. See what it does? It blends in the mouth with the surroundings. So if I want to do my glasses, I'll just go like that. So we'll sort of, you know, just get my glasses happening. You know, like so. That will blend into the background. There you go. I'll click it away and we'll go to the patch tool. Patch tool's a little different because you've got to select the area by selecting a circle selection. You have to tick one of these. We'll start with destination first. You drag it over to somewhere else and it copies and then blends. Like so. Now for destination, for source, you circle it and move it somewhere else. The destination becomes their source. As you can see. Not very good, is it? Used for different things, so don't think too badly of the tool. Is there anything else that we can do? Yes. The blur tool. The blur tool is pretty handy for blurring in edges and stuff. You can sort of blur the hair if you see it. Sort of looking a little dodgy now. Doesn't have the refinement, it's sort of mixing the pixels up a little bit. Sort of like a bad, worse quality than the original picture. I suppose it can be used for different things. It's not really my personal preference to use the blur tool. Sort of making my face fuzzy. Anyway, it's a blur tool. It's a basic paint tool. Sharpen tool refines edges of things. Sort of makes the pixels a little sharper than they actually are. Yeah, if you use it too much, it sort of screws up the pictures. So it says it's burning, sorta. Yeah, not really the best tool unless you're using it only for certain things like sharpening up the edge over there, sort of give it a more refined look. Smudge tool, sort of smudging things from in an object into another part, so like so. Just sort of give it a pattern that's happening here. Doesn't look too bad, does it? Oh, I suppose you can sharpen it a bit and it'll look a little better. Or maybe not. I give up. Let's go to the next thing. Now we got the dodge tool. Dodge tool is sort of a whitening tool. Whiten up my face. Oh, no, looking perky. Nice and dandy. I look like an angel. Now I got the burn tool, sort of darkens everything. Makes it look a little darker than you actually are, as you can see. Now that I've got my dark skin happening, I think I'll go show you the smudge tool. This saturizes and desaturizes images. I don't really ever see the effect of it. Oh, slightly now. Sort of makes it a greyish colour, like I'm getting all of the rings happening, but you know, it's actually not a bad tool. I don't usually use it much, but it's quite good. But yep, that's what it does. Now that I've been edited, just all of these tools, these three work like this, so you can paint it over, it's all good. If you want to get rid of it, Control-Alt-Z a couple of times. I recommend Control-Alt-Z because it can go back as far as it wants, as far as I know, and Control-Z only goes back once, and then goes back forwards. So yep, that's just it. That's it for this tutorial, I guess. See you in the next one.